Everybody, thank you very much for watching. My name is Don. Thank you brothers and sisters and subscribers. I want to do interesting videos. The title suggests, are there alien gods coming, returning, or are they really the fallen angels? Well, disclosure is coming soon. It's already actually happening, you know. Part of the alien agenda, they're disclosing it. World leaders, they're falling for it. They're falling for it because they think these are good, aliens, whatever, and they think they're going to help mankind, but not. They think that they're going to make out there are gods, but they're not really. Let me read, but they're really fallen angels from the spiritual realm, on Satan's side, fallen angels. Let me read in Genesis, because they fooled them in the past thinking they were gods. This is Genesis 1:6-4. When men began to multiply on the earth and daughters were born to them, that's the sons of God. We're talking about the sons of God, angels in heaven, or even Christ is called sons of God. That shows that's spiritual realm. It says, when men began to multiply on the earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw how beautiful the daughters of man were, and so they took for their wives as many as they chose. Then the Lord said, my spirit shall not remain in man forever, since he is but flesh. His days shall comprise 120 years. At that time Nephilim, or giants, appeared on the earth, as well as later, after the sons of God committed relations with the daughters of men, who bore them sons. They were the heroes of old and men of renown. The fallen angels, or the sons of God, as Genesis 6:1 said, they came down before the flood, and went with female women, and they grew giants. And also, Enoch clears up a bit more, which says, let me see, in the book of Enoch, and the first book of Enoch devotes much of its attention to the fall of the Watchers. The second book of Enoch addresses the Watchers, or Greek Grigori, they call it, who are in the fifth heaven where the fall took place. And the third book of Enoch gives attention to the unfallen Watchers. And it goes on, let me see, the bad Watchers in the book of Enoch. In the book of Enoch, the Watchers, Aramaic, or Irin, I-R-I-N, are angels dispatched to earth to watch over humans. They soon begin to lust for human women, and at the prodding of their leader, Sam Yahuah, defect to instruct humanity, so they instruct humanity and procreate with them. The offspring of these unions are the Nephilim, savage giants who pillage the earth and endanger humanity. And it tells you Sam Yahuah and his associates further taught their human charges arts and technology such as weaponry, cosmetics, mirrors, sorcery, and other techniques that would have otherwise been discovered gradually over time by humans. But they gave it all at once. It's like giving a gun to a child. Can you imagine it? They all gave it at one. Not only did they come down, that's bad enough, and went with women. That's why they were called Watchers to watch mankind, but they overdid it, And not only that, gave them technology all at once. Eventually, God allowed a great flood to rid of the earth of the Nephilim, but first sends Uriel, the angel, good angel, to warn Noah so as to not to eradicate the human race. I mean, some of the things they taught them, you know, what do you call it? The signs of the earth, enchantments. That's bad. Taught making knives, swords, shields, and how to. That's bad. You know, weaponry, killing. You know, bows and ornaments and cosmetics. Signs of the clouds. That's meteorology. Also astrology, that taught the children of men the bitter and sweet and the secrets of wisdom. Courses of the moon, you know, and even the sun. This is when Uriel bore his standard into battle. So in Jubilees, he is referred to as one of the watchers that, what do you call it, some Yahuah, one of the leaders of the Assembly Yahuah. And also, according to, this is the number of those who descended to earth is generally put to 200. Or even 200 myriad in some others contexts. But also it says, what do you call it? They're watchers, Grigori in some translations. Also, it says the true height, their height of these Grigori or fallen angels, you won't believe this, it says in the Enoch, well, greater than the bigger than the tallest giants. They must have been huge. They're bigger than the tallest giants. But the ancient people were deceived when they came down, these 200 watchers or fallen angels, Irin or Grigori, whatever. But they were, you know, really from the spirit realm, demonic, from Satan's followers. They were deceived and they made them out to be gods, you know, having relations with women, giving them advanced technology that they shouldn't have had it all at once, and some bad, contrary to God. And, you know, like, what do you call it, ancient Egypt, what do you call it, ancient Greece, you know, stories of the gods, you know, Olympian gods and that, and Mesopotamia, you know, Sumeria. We've heard about, you know, Anunnaki through Zechariah Sitchin, you know, who even manipulated DNA, creating all sorts of hybrids and teaching their children the giants. But they're really, as I said, that and they could materialize their bodies. They're giants and, you know, spiritual, you know, really. But they could materialize their body to human size and form. Let me read. And they will come back, because it says in Revelation chapter 12, there's going to be a battle in heaven, and they're going to return, just like Jesus said, just like before the flood, where God, you know, because of the wickedness that they brought, and the children giants, they were wiped out with the flood. We're living at the time of before the flood, as it were, but God's going to use fire. And it says here, and war broke out, this chapter, that proving they're going to come back. And war broke out in heaven. Michael, that's the archangel, and his angels battled with the dragon, Satan and the dragon, and its angels battled with it, did not prevail, neither was a place found for them any longer in heaven. So down the great dragon was hurled, the original serpent, and the one called devil and Satan, who is misleading the entire inhabited earth. He was hurled down to earth, and his angels were hurled down with him. So but last time they came, they lusted for women, they came. 200 of them before the flood, and they are bound, waiting for judgment. I will read that. But this time they're going to have a battle very soon in heaven, and they're going to be cast down. Again, they're going to deceive mankind, you know. And to show that it's their spiritual bodies, it says God used Christ, the only begotten Son, to create things. This is it. He delivered. This is it. By me, this is it. He delivered us. This first Colossians 13. He delivered us from authority of the darkness and transferred us into the kingdom of the Son of His love, by means of whom, the Son, we are released by ransom for the forgiveness of our sins. He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. But not God, but the firstborn of all creation. God is He was the only one, Christ, Yahuah Mashiach, the only one created by God, firstborn, because by means of Him, after creating Christ before He came to earth, He created all things. All other things were created in the heavens and upon the earth, the things visible and the things invisible, no matter they are thrones, lordships, or governments or authorities. All other things will be created through Him and for Him. You see, visible and things invisible, and these are fallen angels from the invisible realm. They're going to claim they come from a planet in a physical universe, and they're good guys, but they're not. And let me read Jude 1:6. And the angels that did not keep the original position in the spiritual realm, where God is, but forsook their own proper dwelling place, He has reserved with eternal bonds under dense darkness for the judgment of the great day. See? They're in bondage, waiting to be judged by God, because they came down before the flood. But this time, as I said, they're going to come back, because there's going to be a war in heaven, and they're going to deceive us. They come from the spirit realm. They can, like I said, they can phase it in and out of the spirit realm, not from the physical reality. They don't live in our physical world. They're really from the spirit realm. That's why their crafts phase in and out. The UFOs will disappear and reappear, or balls of light, because and defy gravity, phasing in and out, because they are from the spirit realm. You know, we've been indoctrinated since we're only young. About first, scholars taught us the evolution lie. We came from apes. We evolved. And at the same time, side by side with religious education. At least when I was in school, there was religious education. 1980. I don't know now. They're trying to, change the view of God, of the Bible, into some sort of solid alien that live in a solid universe on a solid planet. But now the narrative, have you noticed, the narrative has changed to push with the alien agenda. Bit by bit, they're leaking. In 2020, the Pentagon released Tic Tac UFOs. By the Obama administration, leaking classified footage. Pentagon, by Navy, fighter pilots. The Pentagon investigated these UFO sightings in 2020, and they're supposed to release highly anticipated reports. Bit by bit, since 2020, when they released these Tic Tac UFO and witness account of Navy pilots seeing these UFOs, it's getting more and more. Also, like the so-called aliens seen in Miami recently. The evil elites, cabal, who believe in Lucifer or Satan, they're pushing this false alien disclosure soon. We know they literally are coming, but it's an alien deception. It's not physical gods, but spiritual entities from the spirit realm, demonic, and the cabal will be deceived themselves by Satan. But we're not going to be deceived because we know what the Bible says. They are wicked spirit beings, fallen spirit angels from Satan. They claim they're going to bring peace, technology that will aid long life or etc. But bring peace. But it's all a lie. We've seen documentaries on TV or History Channel about the alien agenda. Ancient aliens pushing this false alien agenda. Also, leaked emails. I'm sure everyone remembers the leaked emails of John Podesta with Hillary Clinton, March 2016. Or was it an accident? It makes you wonder if it wasn't, trying to leak, the alien agenda. Aliens exist and Planet X causing the climate catastrophe now. And also, as I said, the Pentagon releasing in 2020 the Tic Tac UFOs that Navy pilots saw. That's another reason why I'm doing this video again, because I had to remove it because of copyright, because I showed some of these UFOs that was supposed to be leaked. So I had to get rid of that, and I will show a bit of my video that I did after. That I did in the past, the only bit I can show. But first, let me see. They believe, one theory, these astronomers, that they're pushing this false narrative of physical gods on a physical planet and a physical universe. One of the theories is meteorites from space, what do you call it? We call it seeded our planet. They claim that as they go through the universe, the tail, the dust tail, goes through the universe, and what a funny, silly, what a false teaching. They're going through the universe, collecting building blocks of life, and then crash landed into our oceans, or many oceans, or many planets. They believe, all these astronomers, doing Satan's bidding, saying there's a lot of life on other planets. They're saying that's one of the causes. Seeded the universe with many planets with a lot of life, but it's not. It's just, you can't just go through the universe collecting building blocks of life. No, this world was created by God. It says in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. It didn't come by chance. And they crash landed in the ocean, and then life began. And they're saying this on many other planets. But also they're saying, I think it was in June. Also another thing, in 1996, another alien deception pushing this alien agenda. In 1996, in June, Galileo probe was searching Jupiter, our largest gas giant, and they were after 6 months, I think it was, exploring Jupiter, they were shocked because Ganymede, one of its moons, had a thick layer of ice, but they were surprised because under under it had ocean water, liquid water, under the thick ice. They discovered as much as the Pacific. So these people, they believe that where there's liquid water, there's possibility of life on Ganymede. Another lie, because you can't just because water's life. There's a picture of Ganymede, one of the planets of Jupiter, where under the thick ice there's liquid water. It looks like the moon. But, this is a false narrative. It's not true. God made us. People believe it's life just because it's water. No, God created us. This is the so-called ancient alien gods in ancient Sumeria. They deceived them in the past. Let's not be deceived again. Just like it was before the flood, they will return. But they are spiritual demonic entities. They were an enemy of God. Let us, worship the true God. And I will show a bit of my old video that I did in the past, that the only bit I can show, because I had to remove the videos of the Tic Tac UFOs that the Pentagon released. Before I show my old video, two good scriptures. John 4:24, God is a spirit, not physical alien, and those worshipping him must worship him in spirit and truth. And again, Exodus chapter 20, giving the 10 Commandments to Moses, and God proceeded to speak all these words, saying, the number one commandment, I am Yahuah your God, who have brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of the slaves. You must not have any other gods against my face. Now we'll show an old clip from an old video I had that I can use, that is. First Colossians 1:16. This is talking about Christ, the firstborn. He is the image of the invisible God, Christ. So he's the image of God the Father, firstborn of all creation. Because by means of him, all other things were created in the heavens and on earth. The things visible and the things invisible. Things have been created through him and for him. So there's things that are visible and things that are invisible. These so-called alien gods, this deception going on, they're not physical aliens on another planet, but they're from the invisible spiritual realm, demonic, from Satan, claiming, they are gods. They only manipulated our DNA, messed up with our DNA. I did another part on that. So, even they also say that because there's so many planets in a known universe, there's got to be life. It says here, this is what this. How many planets are in the galaxy? NASA estimates there are at least 100 billion planets in our solar system alone. Others estimate that the Milky Way galaxy might have anywhere between 100 to 200 billion planets. Can you imagine it? Between 100 to 200 billion planets. One 2016 study estimated that the observable universe contains 2 trillion, which is 2 trillion galaxies. Some of those distant systems are similar to our own Milky Way galaxy. We're in one galaxy, 2 trillion galaxies. Life on Earth. It's up to God if he wants to create life on other planets in the future, but as far as I know, life was on this planet. Even the Vatican, false religion, Babylon the Great, waiting for their arrival, the fallen angels, or to them that aliens from ancient Samaria and Anarchy, or ancient Egypt that came in the past, they're awaiting their arrival. If you don't believe me, their telescope is actually called, this is it, Lucifer. Yeah, that's right. They've got a telescope. A Lucifer instrument helps astronomers, or Jesuit astronomers working for the Vatican, see through darkness to the most distant observable objects. Can you imagine that? He called it Lucifer, one of the names of Satan. Because can you believe that? It's one of the names of Satan. Because can you believe that? It's in Arizona, and it's the instrument that is chilled to minus 213 Celsius, about minus 331 Fahrenheit, to allow for near-infrared observations. Because they're very, very dark. This planets, especially Nibiru, that's coming, and it's a very dark planet, and this will see the infrared range. Can you believe it? So they're waiting for, the arrival. And I remember because their telescope is called Lucifer, and it's no coincidence. He actually said in an article, the Pope said, we would welcome these aliens, his own mouth, and baptize these aliens. Can you believe that? That's what he actually said. He sponsored a conference called Astrobiology Conference in 2009 and invited the leading top astronomers and scientists in the world, top astronomers and scientists. They invited them, this Vatican-sponsored conference called Astrobiology 2009, and guess what? What for? To consider life in space. So with the help of religion, the false religion, Catholic Church, they're manoeuvring scientists and astronomers that were, once more skeptical, didn't want to talk about God, to, veer him to where Satan wants it. They may consider life in other planets. This is all a disclosure, false alien deception, because, as I said in Revelation chapter 12, we will see them back, because Michael, working for God, is going to kick them out of heaven, a spiritual realm, so they're going to come here. So you're going to see, like, these UFOs, and these fallen angels will put on physical bodies like they did in the past and deceived the Sumerians and ancient peoples. Also, I want to show you this. These are, I don't watch, movies anymore because they're violent, because becoming a Christian. These are some of the films that, the History Channel is pushing a false narrative about, ancient alien gods. And now also Hollywood is satanic, occult, and they're pushing this alien agenda. These are just some of the films. They're just gathering dust. I don't watch them anymore. Doctor Who, what do you call it? They about life. Look, Hollywood is pushing its false teachings about alien gods, in our physical universe, on a physical planet. They may well be cast out of the spiritual realm into this realm and inhabiting Nibiru as it passed the earth when God was bringing judgment on the earth. Look at this Hollywood, dark city, all about aliens. Star Trek. Star Trek Generations. Again, Star Trek Nemesis. The Day the Earth Stood Still. All about aliens and life on other planets. First Contact. War of the Worlds. Battle Los Angeles. That was based on a true story. With aliens. Star Wars trilogy. All about many aliens inhabiting the planets in our solar system. And then that was the original series, and then you got The Revenge of the Sith, the new series, Attack of the Clones, you got Outlander, Lost in Space, The Fifth Element, Independence Day, they made a new one as well, Prometheus, Star Trek Into the Darkness, Avatar, John Carter, Battleship, Skyline, Cowboys and Aliens, Star Trek Beyond. I mean, these are just some of the stuff. You know, as I said, this is alien deception. You know, even with the help of the Vatican, they're veering, you know, them in a different direction instead of, you know, astronomers were trying to avoid it. Now they're, you know, looking towards a physical God coming. But they will return, as Revelation chapter 12 says, and they will, you know, they claim to, you know, to bring peace, knowledge, you know, impart knowledge and wisdom, and advance, you know, science and technology like they did in the past, and you know, improved advancements in science and medicine to, you know, to bring extended life to humans. But do not fall for this. You know, they're only alien gods, you know, Anunnaki or reptilians that came in the past. This may well be connected to the great apostasy, as you know, Israeli News Live said. You know, the false alien agenda. Don't believe it. They always come in peace. You know, remember Cortez, you know, when they went to, the Aztecs, I think Aztecs or the Incas, they came in peace, and then they showed their true colours. So they will come in peace, the aliens, you know, bringing technology, peace, and then the true colours will come out. Just like they did in the past. They wiped out the Aztec race, brought them under slavery, just like the Anunnaki. So anyway, you know, don't fall for these alien gods, because God is, as it says in John 4, God is a spirit, and worship him in spirit and in truth. Anyway, I hope you like the video, and God bless. Anyway, I hope you like the video, and you know, worship the true God in heaven, a spiritual God, created all things. And if you haven't come to know Christ, please do, because he's the way, the truth and life, and to forgive our sins. God bless.